Russia has launched its largest air attack since the war began, firing over 500 aerial weapons at Ukraine overnight Saturday. Kyiv says 477 drones and decoys, along with 60 missiles, were unleashed, with 475 being shot down. Still, strikes at regions far from the front line, killing at least 2 and injuring 12 others, including children, as is being claimed by Kyiv. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the attack proves Putin isn't in fact serious about peace and is in fact urging stronger international support and US air defense systems as well. Meanwhile, a Ukrainian F-16 pilot died after taking down 7 targets before his damaged jet eventually crashed. Amid the chaos, Ukraine is now moving to withdraw from the global landmine ban, citing Russia's use of banned weapons. The war is escalating and Ukraine says global pressure is needed now more than it ever was. Comments on the massive attack launched by Russia on Ukraine. And, there seems to be no let-up. And though there have been some signs of a possible peace, now it almost appears impossible in a hopeless situation, sir.
Last night's bombing was the latest in a series of such attacks. It was, the Ukrainians say, it was the largest single bombing attack of the entire war. Now that's difficult to quantify because Russia uses different types of ordnance in these attacks. So it's hard to compare in terms of quantities, in terms of the drones they use, the different types of missiles and so forth. But it was certainly one of the biggest. And this has been an ongoing trend that we've seen in recent months, essentially since January, since Donald Trump returned to the White House. So clearly, we're not moving towards peace. There's almost no sign that we're moving toward any sort of settlement. On the contrary, Russia is escalating its air attacks. The volumes we're seeing now are around double what we were seeing last December before Trump was inaugurated. So the trend is quite clearly away from a peace settlement, and the only real talk of peace we're hearing is coming from America. The Ukrainians themselves have said they're ready for a ceasefire. They said that back in March. Russia so far has refused to join them in supporting a ceasefire, and everything we're seeing from the Russian side indicates that Putin doesn't really have any interest at all in ending the war. On the contrary, he's looking to push ahead and gain more ground.